Hello, welcome to Crush Wednesday, and today we're talking about, are you a one-trick pony in your marketing? What is a one-trick pony? I'm going to explain all about that today. So welcome to Crush Wednesday. If it's the first time you're joining, welcome. In these episodes, they run for about 30 minutes in length, and what we try to do is really to focus around the fastest way and the easiest way, and most importantly, the right way to crush your fitness marketing. And if that's something you want to do, I would really love that you engage in this conversation. So if you are watching this in replay, just make sure you engage in the conversation. This is the best way that you're going to learn. And we understand you're out there wanting to learn, most importantly. You're wanting to have a growth mindset, most importantly. So all you have to do, the best thing you can do, is not just like this video, but I want you to love or use a different emoji on this video. And this is one of the things I'm going to teach you today. So either love or go wow on this video, or comment on the video. And that's going to be a really one way I'm going to share with you today what I want you to learn today. My name is Richard Taturgi, and I'm the CEO of Com Marketing, and I'm really excited to be here today. We do these every Wednesday at 9:29. And the reason why we do these each week is because marketing is not a one-trick pony. That's what I mean. Marketing is not, you can watch something once, implement it, and get the results. It doesn't work that way. And so the reason why I bring these every single week to you is to ensure that everything that we teach you, you're layering. And eventually, you might want to have a greater understanding of what we're talking about. Eventually, you might want to get some accountability, some guidance, some personal one-on-one guidance for you with a program that actually works. And so we actually have education programs. We have a program called the Com Ninja Program. For those who don't know about that, that's one of our exclusive programs. And in that program, we generally double to triple a client's, a PT or fitness revenue or client. So if that's something you're interested in, just comment below and say Ninja, and we can definitely help you with that. But today's topic is all about the one-trick pony. That's correct, the one-trick pony. You know what I mean? You've got one magic trick in your book, and that one magic trick you've been using for time after time after time after time. It could be the same Facebook ad that you've always been using after time after time. It could be that you're running maybe SEO, search engine optimization. You've been running that for the last 10 years, and that's your one-trick pony that you've got up your sleeve. And that's amazing. It could be that you have a banner, a sign, an A-frame. Remember those A-frames? The A-frame, I used to have those. I had a studio when I was about 17, 18, and the first thing I got was an A-frame. Got an A-frame, and I printed my stuff, and I put it out there for everybody to come. And they're great, obviously, for local awareness and branding. But if that's the only thing that you have up your sleeve, I would call you a one-trick pony. The one-trick pony approach. So guys, if you are tuning in, basically just say hello and where you're tuning in from. As I said, if you are watching this in replay, it's very important that you get the most out of this, that you really focus and say hello. As I said, give us an emoji. Give me a love, give me a wow, give me a dislike if you don't like what I'm talking about. Whatever it is, so then you can focus around ensuring that you're getting the best out of this information that I'm going to share today. I'm sorry, I'm just reading my notes here, just making sure I don't miss anything for today, and just making sure everybody's on the live. We are talking about a one-trick pony today. So let me get up to where I want to talk about today. So as I said, a one-trick pony is if you have one marketing strategy up your sleeve. If you have one marketing strategy up your sleeve, that's called a one-trick pony. Now today, as we know in marketing is the landscape's changed dramatically. So let me just take you through the landscape a little bit to understand where we're at and where we need to get to and what's happening in the future. So let's just take a step back a little. Before we had radio, you advertise on radio, that was the one-trick pony in marketing back then. We didn't have internet, we didn't have Facebook. If you can remember those days, right? If you're old enough to remember those days, comment below if you do remember those days. Then obviously, TV took over radio, and we had the 3 channels, the 7, 9, and 10, ABC, SBS, maybe if you were lucky, whatever. We had those channels, and that was the one-trick pony in marketing. And then what happened? The internet came. And then we got a thing called Google AdWords. Yes, Google AdWords. Who used Google AdWords back in the day? Google AdWords. I didn't use Google AdWords in the day because my one-trick pony was actually through search engine optimization. And I was just focused around that, and that's all I was focused around. That was my one-trick pony approach to marketing. It was that I put all my eggs in the SEO basket because I thought, well, that's working. Let's just maximize that. And that is the right approach to have before. But now moving forward, we have to change our marketing approach. Because if you're still doing the same marketing you did in 1999, or the same marketing in 2009, or the same marketing in 2015, you're going to lose the game in 2019. I'll say that again. If you are doing the same marketing you have been doing, you will lose the game in 2019. Welcome Omer to the call. Good to have you here. We are talking about the one-trick pony approach. So, and after that, pretty much, we had Google Maps that came in. Remember that? Local businesses, and you could put yourself paid listing. And when you had a local business, that appeared at the top of search results online. And then what happened after that? Google ads got really expensive. TV got expensive. Radio got expensive. And for a small business like us, how can you afford such a marketing a tactic? How can you do that at the moment? So what happened then is that obviously Facebook came around 10 years ago. And I remember, 10 years ago, people said, well, how is Facebook going to make money? Because, how do they make money? People come onto this platform and that's all they do and how they make money. And so, they didn't know how to make money at the start, but what they did know is how do they get people. Hey, Pete, good to have you here. How they got people aboard. And so what happened here is that Facebook, with Facebook, then they started to produce ads. And this is where I want to kind of like focus our one-trick pony approach, is that it went from radio, TV, Google ads, SEO, Facebook ads. And now today, what's happening in 2019 is that we're getting problems with Facebook. People are saying Facebook's not working. They're too expensive. All these kind of things I'm going to go through a bit more deeper in a second with you. But I guess what I'm trying to get to is that marketers generally ruin, I shouldn't say marketers, but business owners will, when you have a supply and demand, when you have more demand than supply, what happens? Ads go up. Spots aren't full anymore. It's like the real estate market goes up and then it's a bubble and it's bursting at the moment, right? Especially in Sydney. And so what happens after that is then prices level out again. So at the moment, Facebook might be going through this surge because everybody wants to be on this platform. Everybody's talking about Facebook. Companies, we focus on Facebook as well. So companies are marketing on Facebook. So that means the ad spend is going to go up. And that's what I want to talk about today, is that ensuring that you are not a one-trick pony approach. I'm going to share with you today of how you don't get in that cycle like I did. I was a one-trick pony on SEO. It cost me my business because I only had one marketing approach in what I was doing. So guys, if you are joining us today, welcome. This is Crush Wednesday, episode 56. We're talking about, are you a one-trick pony? And I must say again, if you are joining us for the first time, or you're watching and you watch these episodes but never like it, never comment, never love, never wow, I want you to do that today for me. I want you to say, hello, I've been watching, and I'm going to wow it, I'm going to love it. It doesn't matter, but what's happening here is that you can engage in conversations, and when you love, when you wow, even on replay, you start to get that, you start to want to get out there, you start to want to connect, you want to start to find the issues and the problems about how you can scale your business, most importantly. And this is what I'm going to give you guys as a lesson. When you're doing Facebook Lives, when you're doing marketing, it's really important that you figure out how can you best bring value to your audience, most importantly. So as I said, the one-trick pony approach is like doing one piece of marketing and thinking that's the best ever. Daniel, good to have you here. Thanks for saying hi. I really appreciate that. T, good to have you here. Thanks for saying hi again. Guys, say hi when you're on the live. Say hi, say hello. Even if you just say that and just tune in, that's fine. And that's what we're talking about today. Okay, so these are I've got three major complaints. Three major complaints that I hear all the time. And I'm kind of like, not going to rant it, but I'm really just, been sitting back and really engaging in why are we complaining around a platform that now gives the opportunity to us to go and get our message out to the public. I remember when I launched a book around 10, 12 years ago, I actually had to go hire a PR agent to go get myself out there on TV and through marketing. Now, with social media, what we have, we can do this, and there's some of it's paid, but some of it's free if we're clever about it. And I want to share with that today. I want to share that one thing that hasn't changed from radio, from TV, from SEO to Google ads, from Facebook paid ads. You've got to make sure you give value, most importantly. So the complaints, first of all, let's get through the complaints first, guys. Who's with me? Just make sure you're with me and it's making sense to you. So people complaining that their Facebook ads are too expensive. That's the cost of the business. Now, Facebook ads, you've got to make sure that if Facebook ads is that one trick pony that you're working, you've got to understand what's the value of a Facebook ad. Marketing's still marketing, despite the platform and despite the fad. That's what's happening. Now, I see a lot at the moment, marketing companies, and I generally don't bag on any marketing companies out there, but I see a lot of this. Free 28-day Facebook ad campaigns. Free 28-day Facebook ad campaigns. We'll set your Facebook ad campaigns up for free for 28 days. Now, that's a great offer for that marketing company. However, the problem with that is that we're not learning about how to make Facebook better. We're not understanding how we can maximize our Facebook ads, because anybody can set up a Facebook campaign that can generate you leads. But that's not what we need. We need to generate quality leads, not even quality leads. We need to generate raving leads that love what we do already before they come to us. So our conversion rate at the same level as a referrer. Let me say that again. Our conversion rates from Facebook should be at the same level as a referrer if we do it right. So you've got to remember that if 20 people are running the same Facebook ad in your area, what happens then is a supply and demand. So that means these 20 people are running the same framework to Facebook ads, the same calling out to the area, the same put your iStock image of some fit guy or some fit girl with ripping abs out as the cover. You're generally going to get leads because people are going to go, wow, that's interesting, and put the details on. And they're going to move to the next thing. But what you haven't done is you haven't really given much value of your content, of your information. And so what's going to happen is that, yes, you can get a lead out there and these companies can give you 28-day Facebook ad campaigns. But what happens is a one-trick pony. Once the marketing, or once multiple people using the same campaign in the same area, targeting the same keywords and the same audiences, what happens? It's the supply and demand. And so that means your ads that may have cost you $5 one day is going to cost you $10 next day, or $20 to $40. Or you're saying, I'm getting my $20 leads in, but I can't scale anymore. I can't get more. Or you're saying, I'm getting my $20 leads, but I'm basically, capping, and even I'm getting my leads in, but they're not really turning up to my sessions. I can't get in contact with them. They're not closing. It just means they're not fully engaged with your brand. They're not fully engaged with your service. They just like that ad that you put on because in that one second you made them feel good. In that 1 second it was great. So it's really important, and I've got a great question from Daniel. What are your thoughts to market to clients that are in lower income areas? That's a great question. I'm going to answer that right now. And I really believe that to market to anybody, you need to first of all ensure that you give ultimate value to them. But before that, you want to sell your services, being personal training groups, whatever it may be, 28-day challenge, 7-day challenge, 14-day challenge, doesn't matter what you're selling. At the end of the day, you need to provide some sort of level of value to them. So that means they're your tribe and they already know, like, and trust you. And so my thoughts to market to clients in lower income areas, you need to figure out what their pain problem is. Their pain problems possibly is that they can't afford your personal trading services. So my answer to that is that you need to serve them information that's going to help them to train possibly at home, to train in a group environment, or not even that, just to give them free advice that's going to help them to understand how to actually get healthy and fit before they come to you. Now, eventually, we can run ads to get to that people, but if someone doesn't know, like, and trust you beforehand with value that you've given them, what it means is that you're never going to convert anybody in a lower economical area, or you're never going to convert anybody that's actually got the money to pay for your services because you haven't given impact to them, you haven't given value to them, and you haven't actually given them any reason to want to turn up to your training sessions. Good to have you here, Salty. So that's complaint number one I have. And what if you don't use Facebook? What are you going to do? Go back to flyers? Like, really, are we going to go back to flyers? Is that where we're heading to right now? If Facebook ads are too expensive? So if we're going to say, Facebook's rubbish, let's just move to the next platform. Yes, there's going to be a next platform. But at the end of the day, it means then you're still always going to have a problem with any new social media platform that comes up. It's consistently going to go, it's going to start low, cheap ads, and then all of a sudden it's going to go high. And so you can maximize any platform if you're providing ultimate value to your client. Now, complaint number 2, no one engages on Facebook anymore. I want you to comment and let me know if anybody engages. So you say yes or no if you've got this problem. Yes or no, no one engages in Facebook anymore. Now, this is what I was talking about at the start. Sometimes, that's false. People engage with good content, I believe. People engage with good content. They engage with good Facebook Lives. We've got a bit of engagement here. And at the end of the day, you can't dress crap up. You can't put a comment to say, well, my client got amazing results, or before and after pictures, if they didn't get results. If they didn't lose the weight, you can't put a before and after up, even if it's organic. I know before and afters don't get banned from Facebook from paid ads, but even organic methods, even a story, even talking about a story how someone lost weight. You need to keep creating content until you hit a winner. You know, who follows Gary Vee? Gary Vee, you know, Wine Library TV. Google that one, not about where he's at the moment. Wine Library TV was his first introduction to content. And he was terrible, absolutely terrible, until episode like 90. Episode 90, he kind of started to get a roll-on effect. You know, the comments and the views that you see now, that's because people are after viewing his stuff. So if you follow Gary Vee, check out episode 90 until you got a bit of roll-on effect. I've got some comments here. I just haven't put enough out there. Daniel says, yep, T, they don't engage if they're not engaging here. Michael, good to have you here. And so that's complaint 2, nobody's engaged in Facebook. Now the thing is that you have to keep putting information out until somebody grabs the content. You might think a piece of content is really good, a video is really good. Oh, you're doing Facebook Lives, but it doesn't mean that it actually gives any benefit to anybody. So Pete says sometimes they don't like video stuff like that, not words. Like I had a client yesterday, we had a conversation, and they were putting, you know, doing Facebook Lives. However, doing Facebook Live in their fitness studio is great, but eventually that's not impactful. It doesn't give me any value. It doesn't show me how they can add value to my life. All I'm seeing is a lot of fit people lifting some bars up, and that's great, but I'm not sure if I want to lift bars up. I just want to feel better and I want someone to tell me what they're doing. So you need to basically, if you're going to do a Facebook Live and you want to engage in content, make sure that you're on the camera and you walk around your fitness studio or your gym. You talk to people, you interview people, you make it engaging and impactful, most importantly. Make it like, you know, content that you got your phone up and you just go around, you talk to people and you ask them how long they've been in your, how long they've been training with you and what kind of results they've got. Like, make it engaging. And Michael says, exactly, tailor it to your target audience. Exactly. You've got to tailor everything to your target audience. Just because you've got Facebook Live, it doesn't mean that you should use Facebook Live if you're not going to add value to that potential customer on the screen. Because what's going to happen then, the next time you do a Facebook Live, talking about, just not even talking, just showing the weights in the gym, nobody's going to watch it. Nobody's going to watch your stuff if you don't engage with people. So if you're going to do Facebook Live, make sure you get on camera. Make sure if you don't want to get on camera, get a host or get your clients on camera and engage in the content and make sure that you're talking, as Michael says, spot on, you're talking to your target audience. If it's males, if it's females, if it's overweight people, if it's skinny people, if it's bodybuilders, if it's people that have anxiety, if it's people that have depression, whatever your target market is, you need to get into their brain and then produce the content for that audience. Does that make sense? Yes or no, guys? I want you to engage in this content. I want you to ask your clients, wow my content, love this content, if this makes sense to you. I'm going to ask everybody now, give me a love heart if you're listening and this makes sense to you in live or on replay. Thank you for the love hearts, guys. Because what this is doing is this engaging with your client, most importantly. Now, the more engagement on Facebook Lives you give, and you give quality content every single week, it could be a Facebook Live, it could be a pre-recorded video, what it means is then you're starting to build an audience up. You're building an audience up, and then when you want to then start to run ads, and you go to a market company and give you a free 28-day Facebook ad campaign, wow, right? Then it's going to work because you have an engaged audience that already know, loves, and trusts you. But unless you have an engaged audience, please stick away from running Facebook ads directly to your audience that you think your audience is. If you haven't run any content if you haven't run any content videos, you're not doing any regular Facebooks, you don't have a good brand, do not run Facebook. Because you're going to have the complaint one, Facebook ads are too expensive. Yes, they're going to have to be too expensive. Guys, if you have a very, very, very fresh brand or no brand, what it basically means is that you need to put all your effort into the brand. You need to start marketing the brand. You get the brand out there. You need to do Instagram organic. You need to do Instagram stories. You need to focus on Instagram. Focus on Facebook organically. That's what you need to be focusing on before you run Facebook ads, because then you're going to say Facebook ads are too expensive. Bon Martin, good to have you here. Danny, good to have you. Joey, good to have you here. Again, if you are joining in live or replay, make sure that you love, you wow, you put a cross heart if you don't like this, and most importantly, engage in the content. Michael says, tell stories. That's what sells. Yes, stories always sells. Thanks to my wow comment. Wow comments are great, guys. If you are doing Facebook Lives, ask your clients not just to like, to wow, to love. Why do I ask you that for? I'm telling you why. Because when you do that, then this feed, this Facebook feed that we're doing right now is going to be seen to more audiences. Because you got to remember, guys, when you wow somebody in, and even if you're having conversations with people, and you're on somebody and you're watching someone else's content or someone else's video, if you wow or if you love, what happens? Your name comes up in their newsfeed that Richard loved your story, Richard loved your video. And that is what we call starting to have conversations and starting to be seen. If you like somebody's content, if you like someone's content, just because you liked it, your name is just going to go with all the other people that like the content. You see, like was so 2 years ago. Now it's about wow, it's about love, it's about using the emotions and making sure that you comment. Better comments on your feed on this video or your Facebook Lives or your pre-recorded video, what means it tells Facebook that this guy is good, this brand is good, this company is good. So I'm going to make sure next time they do a Facebook Live, that their content's going to be shared in a much better way. Ashley, good to have you joining us. So that's complaint number 2. Nobody engages Facebook anymore, and I warn you that people do engage. Now, another thing is that people don't engage, but most importantly, even if they're not engaging, they're still watching your content. Okay, keep creating content until you have a winner. Break your one piece of content up into multiple pieces of content. There's heaps of apps out there that we teach our ninjas. We run free events. We've got a new age of online marketing coming out. We teach all this stuff to you for free, right? And my question is, have you ever produced? I say this to all my ninjas. I say, how many pieces of content have you actually produced? If you count out in 2018, how many pieces of content have you produced in 2018? And then you can go back and say, well, how much money have I spent on Facebook? So if you're putting all your money on Facebook ads and it's not working, it's too expensive, do more content and find the piece of content that really resonates with audiences, then put some money behind it, boost it, then run ads off that micro piece of content or that audience. Michael says it's true, so I'm reading through my phone, which is in my not understand. It's true. Why people don't like it, I'll get comments in person saying, what you post taught me so much. Exactly. When you see them in person, it taught me so much. Daniel says no content. We'll get some content out there. Let's get that going. We can definitely help you with that. So guys, this is where we're up to crush ones. I've got one more complaint I want to run through, and I'm going to give you some other solutions. I've been layering solutions in this call already. But at the end of the day, I'm going to go you through one more complaint that people have. And today we are talking about the one-trick pony. If you are just joining us, we're talking about radio, TV, Google Ads, SEO, paid Google Ads, search engine optimization, and Facebook. Once they were cheap, now they're expensive. Once they were super cheap, now they're expensive. So it doesn't matter what platform we pay, it's a supply and demand. The more people that want to be on Facebook, the more people in your area that are running the exact same framework ad as some of these marketing companies are giving for free to set up your ads for 28 days a trial, it means that ad that they're set up for you and anybody else is going to be the same. And as soon as your content's the same, it means now you have competition. So we only say to start running Facebook ads once you have a very good audience and you're producing good organic content, then run Facebook ads. And that means your Facebook ads lower. Now, certainly you can get straight on Facebook and you run the ads, but be prepared to pay a high volume amount for the ads because you don't have any brand awareness. Now, the best form of marketing is brand. Brand is the best form of marketing you can ever do. And we're not a one-trick pony here at Com. We believe in a lot about content. If you've been following us, we produce a lot of content. Just yesterday, or the day before, we released a video, and it's in this group as well, which I'd love you to watch. It was from Toby Pierce, and it was very hard to get a hold of this guy. Kaylee Stein, I think I'm saying her name right. If you don't know her, you've probably been under a rock as a personal trainer. She's got 25 million following on Facebook, 11 million following on Instagram. They got 30 million subscribers, a few 100,000 paid subscribers. These guys did 100 million annual revenue last year, and these guys are 25, 26, 27. Like he's 26, she's 27, something like that, 28. And the reason why I wanted to do that interview, and the reason why I really pushed to get that interview, and I've been literally hounding him on this interview whenever I could catch up with him, was because I wanted to bring you guys ultimate value, to make you realize that a true piece of content, we produce heaps of videos, we produce heaps of micro content, we do this Facebook Live every single week, and you know what? It's not one piece of content that works. It's just another one to add. And it's just more people can build awareness of you in different highlights. And the reason why that interview is important, I want you to watch that interview, is because it means then that you literally can listen to somebody who was a PT 5 years ago and was able to figure out what his audience wanted, what his market wanted, and how he was to scale. This guy is probably the smartest guy I've actually met. I've never met someone so smart, so articulate as this guy. So watch the interview because this is like probably the third interview he's ever done in his entire life, and I wanted to bring this to you. So please watch the interview because it's going to give you some amazing golden nuggets that if you listen carefully, what someone's been able to do. Remember, he's grown a revenue company of 100 million in 5 years, being 25. This guy can teach you quite a lot of things. So I know there's some people that think that, just because you're an online influencer and that you're not a PT, rubbish. The more people you impact, the better, I say. And so at the end of the day, we're in business here, we're in marketing, and if you can learn from people, the best in the world, and I will say that he's the best in the world at fitness, go watch the interview and do yourself a favor and make sure that you comment after the interview and put your 2 cents in what you think, because this is going to help you to ensure that you're bringing content to your audience, that you're an influencer, that you're getting out there having a comment. Don't sit on the sidelines in 2019. Guys, if you're watching this in replay, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you that has never commented or liked on anybody's posts. I'm talking to you. When you put a piece of content out, when you put an ad out, when you put a video out, and then you expect people to comment and like and get cheap Facebook leads, but you don't do the return for the industry of Facebook and the community of Facebook, it's not going to work for you, because Facebook is so smart in their algorithms that they can tell who has commented, who has liked, how much engagement have you brought to Facebook on other people's posts. Facebook is tracking this information. It's algorithms. Mark Zuckerberg said at the start of last year, he said, Facebook is going to be, we're going to get rid of people's platforms, and we're going to make sure we have more engaged people on Facebook, because we want to have a better experience on Facebook. We want people to be on Facebook and have a better experience. That means longer form comments, not just liking and just saying, wow. It means commenting. If you thought a video was great, comment on, start a conversation, because that's what's going to happen to your brand once you do so. So this is why I'm testing you guys out now on this crush. This is an interactive workshop right here, that if you comment, you share, you like your emoji, this video here, Facebook can track your data, your information, and it can see that you're an influencer in this space of fitness. And they're going to go, wow, okay, great. Let me share their content because this is a good influencer. Remember, guys, it's what you do is what people are going to do to you as well. So guys, I'm not having a rant here, but I'm saying that everything that you need right now is here. Like, I'm giving you the best stuff once a week, and all you have to do is follow it and do it. And I've been harping on a long time about content. And so I'm going to, complaint number 3, guys, is the complaint number 3 is complaint number 1 was Facebook ads are too expensive. Complaint number 2, no one engages on Facebook anymore. Rubbish. If you've got good content, they engage. If you've got good content, they engage. It is your job to get better content. I saw a piece of content. I'm going to shout out to New Dimensions. I don't know if you're in this group, New Dimensions. They're a health club in Mount Druitt. I saw a piece of content they did on Instagram just last night, and they had one of their members who's in a wheelchair. They had 2 of their clients lifting him up in a wheelchair, and he was doing chin-ups. And what a community. 2 guys from the gym were lifting him up so he could do his chin-ups in a wheelchair. Amazing. Now that piece of content, it got more likes and more shares than any of the other pieces of content I saw. Now there's amazing stories of transformations, of journeys, of success stories, of people in your community that have transformed their life, body, mind, soul, because of you. And you've got to share those stories. And that's your job as a marketer. It's your job as a fitness professional to share their stories. Forget about running Facebook ads if you can't literally share a story. If you can't do live and you're afraid of the camera, get over yourself, come to our new age and I'll show you how to get that camera shyness out of you. If you don't want to do Facebook Lives, do pre-recorded videos. But most importantly, share the inspirational stories, as Michael Papp says as well. Some other comments here. Commark is pretty solid go-to place for entrepreneurs in the fitness industry. Wow, well done. Thank you. Now, complaint number 3. Why doesn't anyone like posts on Facebook anymore? Real story. I've been watching videos for a year now. I never liked any of them. But, I'm interested in joining a fitness program. Have you heard that before, guys? Say yes or no. You might want to teach people Facebook etiquette. So teach your clients that when you see a video of them or thing, like it and share it. Tag their friends in. Guys, I'm going to ask you, if this video is good for you, I want you to tag anybody into the group, invite them into the group first, and then tag them in the video, please. That's all your payment is for this video. I want you to like and comment on this video. This is another one of your payments. I'm teaching you what I'd like. You need to ask your clients what you want to do in the videos, what you want them to do. The more content, the more you'll be seen. So if you only put one piece of content in the last 6 months, up your content game. And then again, tell people what to do. At the end of the Facebook Live video, ask people to share or tag in someone they know. When I've done that, you guys have done it, so thank you so much. So I'm going to ask you again, guys, if this is resonating with you, if this helps you, I want you to comment and say hello. If this is the very first time you've ever commented, and I know there's a few people that are the very first time and they've commented, thank you, I appreciate that. Because now I know you're engaged, and now we can help you to take your journey forward. We can have some conversations. And most importantly, it's going to help you because Facebook's engaging and say, hey, they're going to bring you more of this stuff automatically into your news feeds. Because remember, guys, if you like someone's stuff, that you're going to be seeing more of that. If you comment on someone's videos, you're going to be seeing more of their videos. That's the reason why you might have 1,000 or 2,000 fans, but you only see 10 people's videos, because they're the ones that you're putting the likes and the shares to, or they're the ones that you're not even liking and sharing it, but you're scrolling it and you're watching and you're not liking. Facebook is still knowing where you're putting your cursor and how long you're sticking somewhere on your Facebook for. So that's the 3 complaints, guys. It's Facebook ads are too expensive. No one engages in Facebook anymore. And why doesn't anyone like my posts on Facebook? I should have a bit of water. I'm passionate. I'm passionate because Facebook's such a great platform. Social media is such a great platform. And the content that we have as fitness professionals is probably the best content ever ever. There's no industry that can have more engaging content than we have. We're inspiring people, we're lifting people up, we're making people lose weight, making people feel better. We're breaking anxiety, we're breaking depression. This amount of stories that I hear from our ninjas that, what they're doing, they're tripling, they're doubling business because they're giving impact, and most importantly, they're getting results. By far, and this is what Toby Pierce shares on the video I've asked you to watch in regards to the Kayla video and Toby video. He says, the best form of marketing is results. You can't fake marketing. You can't fake a ad. You can't think that you can take someone else's framework on Facebook, go get an iStock image, run a Facebook ad when you have no brand, when you have no business, or a very new business on Facebook, I should say, and think that you're going to get cheap leads on Facebook. That doesn't work. Why would Facebook give you cheap leads on Facebook if you haven't engaged in your audience or you haven't given value? Why would they do such a thing for? Ask yourself that question. If you were running, let's just put it this way, if you were running a social media platform, or if you're running a newspaper and someone said to you, hey, I want to run an ad and I don't have any value for you, I can't write an article for you, I can't do a video in your newspaper, but I just want to run an ad. Well, what's the newspaper going to do? They're going to say, okay, well, these are the fees and this is how much it's going to cost. Because you don't want to share any content, so you're just going to run an advert that's going to cost you money. Someone's going to pay for the paper, someone's going to pay for jobs. That's how it works. Okay, Karen, thank you for commenting. I love your comment. Good to have you here. I find my existing clients are really difficult in getting into sharing. Yes, that's a great question, and thank you for sharing, Karen. I really mean that. This is a good question because this is a lot of the time your clients won't share or comment. But what you want to do, some tricks around that, is that if you've produced a really good piece of video or content, what you can do, if it relates to a certain amount of clients, you want to tag a few clients in the comments and say, I thought this video might be really helpful to you. Give me a comment to think what you think of this video. So you might tag, not the whole database. I hate when people tag it in there, 90 people tagged in. That's just not Facebook etiquette. You want to tag in 4, 5, 6 clients and say, hey, I thought this would be really resonating to you. So for example, if you did a video on nutrition tips or fast weight loss tips or strength exercise for your legs, right? And if you had that conversation with them, maybe in the last 2 weeks, you would tag them in and say, hey, we were talking about this last Tuesday, check out the video. I do that all the time, it works really well. And then people say, thank you so much, I really appreciate that video. But if you just tag in everybody and think everybody's going to share it, why? It has no relevance to them. So if that's the problem you're having, Karen, go and find your existing clients. So find a piece of content and then share only one piece of content with them and tag them in and say, listen, I thought this video will resonate with you. That works quite a lot. Let me know if you like that. Let me know if that works. Remember also to ask them to comment about what your thoughts are. What part do you like the best? And sometimes it's going to be like crickets out there. Nobody's going to get back to you. But you got to ask, you got to ask, you got to ask, you got to ask, you got to keep asking, you got to keep asking. And sooner or later, you have your comments. Make sure that you don't just put it on one platform. Make sure you reshare it again. You can share it a different day. You can try a different time. Again, if you have a picture with your clients in, you can tag them and say, hey, I tagged you guys in because you're in the picture. Let me know if you like it. So always just ask for the opinions. If that helps, Karen, let me know. Guys, any more questions before I wrap up? Any more questions around, is your content getting shared? And that means then, when you have some good content, then I want you to run Facebook ads. I want you to put so much money in Facebook ads because you can convert Facebook ads. Because when you run the content, you'll be able to convert your clients because they've already seen your content, they've seen the value you produce. And so then when you run an ad around a 28-day challenge or a 14-day challenge or a 7-day challenge, then they're most likely to sign up because they know what you're about. Versus they sign up because they saw a good-looking girl, good-looking guy with a ripped set of abs, and you had some really good copy to say, try my 28-day challenge, sign up now, and yes, that works, but are they going to be long-term clients for you? Are you talking to your audience? Because I honestly don't think the majority of people want ripped abs. I don't think they do. I think the majority of people want to feel great. They want to have an amazing day. They want to have a better community. They want to, have more energy. They don't want ripped abs, but we keep serving ripped abs. And so what's going to happen if we keep serving ripped abs in those nice eye-stock images and not talk to our audience? The same people are going to get in. It's like the Groupon. Remember the Groupons? Write Groupon if you remember that. And what Groupon was about, or deals of the day, all that kind of stuff, is that they grabbed fitness professionals or boot camps or gyms, and they said, listen, come to this gym or come to this boot camp and come for $5 for 60 days or some ridiculous thing. And of course, what would happen? They would have heaps of people coming into the gym and in their boot camp. They were being inundated. But then the percentage to continue through was very, very low. A lot of fitness professionals, a lot of boot camps went out of business because all they relied on was the ones that were coming in. But what happened is they were still stuck on these deal sites. And so they went to the next boot camp or the next free thing, and they kept revolving like a revolving door. Guys, people don't want, the six-pack abs. Yes, there's a certain market that does want that. Of course, we'd all like that. But at the end of the day, people want to make sure that you're giving value to them, that you care about them, that you're given utmost amazingness to them, and then you can run ads, and then they're going to actually like and comment and share about what you do. And I know that your clients, and the great question about Karen, I know your clients don't have to, but your clients are your best ambassadors. And if your clients, got some great results, they're naturally going to share. When you purchase a product, what happens is you tell your partner, you tell someone, wow, I purchased this. Why? Because you want to feel that that's okay to purchase. It's the way, it's that buyer's remorse. You want to make sure that, they want to share that. When something exciting happens, you're going to high-five someone, you're going to hug someone, you're going to smile because there's a moment there that's happened. It's the same thing. It's just making sure that you share the stories, as Michael mentioned, share the stories. That works very well. And then ask your clients what they found, really interesting. I'm just going to make sure I've got through the comments. Michael says, it's true, when people don't like it, I'll get comments. So that the post taught me so much. I joined because of the video, you're being seen. Wow, yeah. People are seeing your stuff, they're just not sharing your stuff. So guys, as I wrap this up, I hope that's helped. I'm gonna ask you again, if you're watching this, and if you're watching this on replay, I'm gonna ask you one more time. If you have never, and this is a test for you guys, if you have never liked, shared, emoji, commented, ever, or this is the first time watching, please make sure you emoji, make sure you love heart, make sure you dislike, whatever you found in this video, or comment in the video and say, I like point number 2, I'm gonna take it aboard. I agree, I don't agree. Have a conversation. This is what you wanna do. So once you do it, you'll understand the power it gives, and then you can tell your clients to do the exact same thing. Go for it, guys. If anybody's on a live, I want you to comment, I want you to emoji, I want you to love, I want you to dislike, I want you to wow, because this whole episode, if I wrap it up, has all been about getting off your one-trick pony and realizing that marketing actually works when you do the push-ups. Guys, just like your clients, push-ups work, bicep curls work, chest works, but if you don't do it enough, if I just do bicep curls one morning and I'm complaining to my trainers, hey, I want bigger biceps. You know, I complained to Sally the other day, Sally, you know, my arms aren't working. She goes, how many times are you working out? How much are you lifting? It's the smallest muscle. And I go, yeah, you're right. I need to lift more. I need to do more. It's like content. If you put out one piece of content last year, that's not going to do anything, is it? Does the Channel 7 News, Channel 9, 10, do they put news out once a year? They put it out every single day. Guys, I think you got the message. Now, thanks, Karen. Yes, you need to put more content out, Daniel. And thanks for tuning in. Thanks for commenting. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate Karen for commenting. Bon, Martin, I really appreciate you commenting. Michael, good to have you. I hope your new location's going really well. I really do. Ashley, thank you for tuning in. One of our great ninjas. Who else has been here? Pete Davies. Love your stuff, Pete. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for always commenting. Appreciate you. T, good to have you here. Salty, if you're watching this on replay, always good to have your beard on here. I always know when you're coming on. Most importantly, and Omid, good to have you here, Omid too. And I saw your Meet Your Personal Trainer profile, which is really great. So good to have you back on the platform, which is amazing. So guys, and Ev, thanks so much for tuning in. I hope this has really helped you. Sorry I went over a little bit today, but I had a lot of things to say. And I had more content to share. So guys, as a recap of this episode, make sure you invite somebody into the group, Crush Your Fitness Marketing and Fitness Professional. Make sure you tag someone in it, make sure you like it. And there's another video I did with Toby Pierce. I'd love you to watch it, and I'd love you to comment on it and tell me what you think about that. Tell me what his success means to you, or what it doesn't mean to you. Comment and have a conversation so we can see that you're engaging in this platform. And guys, as a last point, I mentioned at the start of the video, if you are wanting to really take your marketing forward, just comment Ninja, and you know, that's one of the programs that we do have, and we're doing an intake of that at the moment, a new intake for ninjas. So if you want to kind of find out more about that, just write ninjas in the comments, and we'll PM you and have a conversation there. Thanks so much, guys. I'll see you next time on Crush Wednesday. Bye for now.